subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? Yeah, hi. Alright. This is my almost finished, I say almost, but I'm far from almost. This is my almost finished Ranger build. Alright, let's get right into it. Race, Metallic, Dragonborn. Obviously, 3% more HP, 3% more damage. Best in slot, best in slot, best in slot. Yeah. Feats, I'm running Rate of Change, Thorned Roots, Predator, Forced Bond, and More Than Disruptive. Encounters, I'm using Hindering Shot, Constricting Arrow, with Long Strider Shot, At Will's, Aim Shot, Hunter's Teamwork. Class features, depending on what I'm running, Seeker's Vengeance, and Aspect of Falcon. If I'm doing AoE, Crushing Roots would be what I change for Seeker's Vengeance. I still keep on Aspect of the Falcon. Okay. Now, stats wise, I'm not capped all the way yet. That's because I am running a bunch of, as you can see, random enchantments. So yeah. Also, yeah, that's really about it. Attribute points, strength, and dexterity. Obviously, strength for physical damage boost, and dexterity for critical severity and movement speed. Boons, I'm running power, maximum hit points, and movement speed. And once I unlock enough boon points, I will be putting my points into Companion Influence with finishing Focus Retaliation, and also putting boon points into whatever I'm missing. Stronghold boons, critical severity, maximum hit points, mount speed. If I'm running Tom or something, revive sickness instead of mount speed, and PvP doesn't really matter. Alright, my gear. I'm running Darks and Utilities, Radiance and Radiance and Defenses and in offense slots. And for gear, armor enchantment wise, usually I run a Blood Theft, so this is usually a Blood Theft. And then this is usually a Vorpal, which this is a Vorpal right now, so yeah. Alright, so I have Lion Guard helmet, Fiend Forge hide right now. I don't have Scavenger. If I did, I would put that on, but honestly, Scavenger will matter soon. Lion Guard arms, obviously gain 250 power when you strike an enemy, lose a stack when you attack. This is about 5,000 power right here, and this is 5,000 power as well. This is 5,000 power? I think so. Yeah, that is 5,000 power. Okay. I am running Lionheart set. Obviously, Lionheart is increases damage dealt and outgoing healing by up to 10% whenever your stamina is full. So, one of the main problems is Ranger is very mobile, so I do like to use my stamina a lot, so I'm never really getting the full 10% damage. But who cares? Class is overpowered anyways. So the Mayhem Modification, you want Aim Shot with Aim Strike. Offhand, you want Crit Severity, which I don't have, and Power or maximum hit points. I'm running Restaurant Leggings. Obviously, if you're running Trials like Zaro, you would take that off just to make it easier on your healer. But who cares about the healers? I'm just fine. I love all you healers. Rings, I'm running one Guiding Ring and a Shadow Stalker +5. This is mandatory. Literally mandatory. This is better than I would say Teaching Ring or whatever that gives you at wills or ranged or encounter powers, just because this also affects both your melee stance and your range stance. And then I have Guiding Ring on for primarily your main at will is gonna be you shooting aim shot, so you're gonna be stuck with that. Artifact gear wise, I should be running the music box set. This is right here. When you use a daily power, you do 50% more damage to enemies that are not facing you for 10 seconds. This basically is uptime almost 100% of the time, since Ranger's main daily is Disruptive Shot. This basically gives you 15% more damage, plus an extra 10% damage for 5 seconds. So in total, once you use your daily, you have 20% for 5 seconds and then 15% for another 10 seconds. So yeah, that is that. Companions, I am running the Boule Pup. Depends on whatever you want to run, whatever stat you're missing. Every character is different. Everybody runs their character different. So yeah. Companion gear, I don't use any simple combat advantage piece. All my pieces have combat advantage and the stats that I am missing. Companion bonuses, currently they are all jacked up, but obviously alpha copy is always going to be there. I don't need any HP or anything like that, so alpha copy is going to be there. And then it's probably going to be one owlbear, one batiri, and then 2 other power mounts. Probably the minstrel and the one of the companions that give you power and HP. Alright, mounts. I am running Dominant Force right now, currently. I don't have Mount Bolster 100% yet, so yeah. So yeah, Dominant Force and Arcane Maelstrom for AoE. I know people are going to hate me, but who cares? And then Tunnel Vision for a single target. Stable, I'm running 2 Gladiator's Guile and 1 Artificer's Persuasion. The rest of the stuff doesn't really matter. You can run Barbarian's Revelry. This gives you survivability, so when you perform a critical strike, you're healed for 1% of your maximum hit points. I said that really, really fast. I should probably start talking really slower, but it doesn't really matter now, does it? Alright, so here's where I messed up at. I have 3 books, and neither one of them have any pages. Why? Because I decided to leave my desk 30 minutes right before the book's pages disappeared. So now I have 3 books with no pages, and I have an artifact set that I'm using that is basically useless. Well, it's good, but it's useless to me, basically. I can't really do anything about it because I don't have any pages. But this is what it should look like if you were running 3 books. Yep, Iron Venom should always be first, but in the end game, you're not really stuck running Envenomed. You're probably gonna be running a debuff artifact. So yeah, for your shirt, you obviously want Ebony or Ebon Stained, 3% more damage. Pants, you want anything that gives you, depending on your stats, you want to be running either the Velvet Pants for extra combat advantage or Velvet Trousers. They're both the same thing, just give different stats, but the same equip bonus, which basically is you have a chance to gain 25 points of AP when you attack or something like that. Alright, what did I miss? I don't think I missed really anything. We'll go to the rotation. Alright, for AoE, I run Seeker's Vengeance. Basically, when you this runs with Thorn Roots, your strong grasping roots are upgraded. Thorn Roots deal 75 magnitude damage every second. And when a target's immune to grasping roots, it does an additional 225 magnitude. So for bosses, etc., etc. And then, obviously, for his bond, this gives you your cooldown for grasping roots. So Longstriders has strong grasping roots, that's 10%, and then also Ending Strike gives you strong grasping roots. So yeah, and your main at will is going to be Aim Shot. Like I said, I don't change encounters on AoE. And at the end of the day, AoE does not matter depending on what you're running. Even in IC, it really doesn't matter. It's all about boss damage. If you can survive and do the damage you need to do, nothing matters in AoE really. But yeah, for single target, actually we'll say AoE first. Okay, so AoE, I just go in, I use Constricting Arrow with Long Striders, then Hindering Shot, switch to melee, go with Steel Breeze for AoE or single target, and then hit them with Hindering Strike again. And then sometimes Gushing Wound just for the dot. So basically it will look like this. Oh, I'm messing up my rotation. Chat. Let me just treat you that. Give me a second. Alright, back to what I was saying. So it will look like this. Messed it up again. Alright, we'll rewind that. Alright, back to what I was doing. Alright. And let's go. Why does my character stop? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is basically the AoE. I don't really, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is basically the AoE. Alright, and for single target, I just switch 1 feet. Alright, let's get to it. Same thing. That's the rotation. Literally it. It's really easy. One of the main things you're probably gonna mess up on is when you're doing aim shot stance change. So you want to do it in the middle, or that will happen right there. So just spam it. Just tap your stance change twice. So 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2. When you see that bar saying casting, you switch stances. And so you don't mess up. So when you're doing your rapid speed, it'll look like this. Oops, see, messed up. And there you go. And yeah, that's the rotation. Alright, that's pretty much it for the video. Honestly, I could do much better explaining depending on if I fully understood the character. But so far, this is what I have. So far, this is what I run. And honestly, it's a really fun and mobile class, so you can just, just play it how you want it. I usually like to just, spin around, stuff like that for no reason. But yeah, thank you all for watching the video, and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Bye bye.